Hello and welcome to another video with me, Arnold, competitive best of 3 content. We're playing Explorer yet again, and this time we're trying out GRUUL vehicles, GRUUL boat, whatever you want to call it, with Esika's Chariot and Skysovereign. That is the deck's name, focusing on ramping those very powerful vehicles out with Elvish Mystic and Llanowar Elves. Accompanying those are some of the best free drops in Explorer. Lovestruck Beast and Bonecrusher Giant were absolute dominated standard while they were in standard. Those cards are incredibly good, of course. Lovestruck Beast quite nice with Elvish Mystic and Llanowar Elf. You have those 8/1/1s, synergizes greatly there. And Bonecrusher Giant is just a phenomenal card. And most importantly, those free drops can crew Esika's Chariot and also crew the Skysovereign. That's why you want those adventure creatures. And last but not least is the rather not new but lesser old, I suppose, Reckless Stormseeker, which you can get out on turn 2 in the stack, and then with a turn 1 elf you can cast a turn 3 Esika's Chariot, crew the Chariot, give it haste with the Stormseeker, rumble in for 7, making another cat token. That all on turn 3 ends up being like 3 cats, an elf, a Stormseeker, a Chariot. It's completely absurd if you think about it, what this deck is able to accomplish if it curves out Stormseeker into Chariot. And of course Stormseeker also fantastic with Skysovereign if you give Skysovereign haste. It's just incredibly good with these vehicles that have that attack trigger. Yeah. Scavenging Ooze is our 2-drop creature. Again, because we have elves, we don't necessarily need or want 2-drops. You always want to go elf into 3-drop. But if you don't draw an elf, it's nice to have a 2-drop. Scavenging Ooze is also not really a 2-drop. It is more of a late game card that can be played on turn 2. There to exile important things like Parhelion from the Greasefang deck, and to just grow in a creature matchup, exile Old Growth Troll with the trigger on the stack of it targeting a forest after it blocked. That's something you can do if you're not aware of that, and so on and so on. I mean, we all know Scavenging Ooze. There's lists out there that play Werewolf Pack Leader, which, you know, that's a really strong card, right? And works quite well with the haste giving of Reckless Stormseeker. You can play Pack Leader, then Stormseeker, draw a card immediately. Absolutely reasonable, but it's a bit tough on the mana base. You couldn't allow yourself to play Mutavault and Den of the Bugbear, which are quite nice man lands in this deck. You do have a lot of mana, right? You have all these lands and you have 8 elves, so the ability to have man lands to get the job done in the late game and use your mana and basically be flood protected is quite important. Also, man lands help crew your vehicles. If you have 2 Mutavaults, you can just crew a Chariot with those. Yeah. And basically turn your 2/2s into a 4/4. For example, if your opponent has a 3/3, your 2/2 Mutavaults couldn't attack, but if they crew a Skysovereign or Esika's Chariot, it's a whole lot. It's a bigger creature and therefore harder to block for them. All right. So yeah, Pack Leader is reasonable, I think, but this is also a reasonable approach, and this is an approach that I've actually had my team for the regional championship in Sofia, which was Pioneer, but Pioneer being so similar, and this deck pretty much very close to this list is a list that they played in that tournament cycle of the regional championships. So this is a proven list. We've tried a lot of different approaches, Combat Celebrant and so on, and this is very proven. Some of the best players in Magic in their specific countries where they played those lists, this list use this. So, you know, I just want to tell you, hey, this is a trustworthy piece of deck. I don't know, man, can't really formulate any sentence right now. Okay, this is pretty much the main deck. We got Obliterating Bolt in here, New Brothers War card. Before it was Lava Coil. It's just nice to have that 4 damage spell to get rid of Old Growth Troll, Angels, whatever it may be. Just having some removal is good. And Akroan War is your piece of really good interaction against Monogreen Devotion. You can take one of the big creatures and then attack their Kiora or Planeswalker or their life total, and that's why you have those Akroan Wars. And of course, in any creature match situation, Akroan War is just going to be very good. Additionally, Akroan War is good because you have vehicles, so you can steal a creature of the opponent, and then with the third chapter on the stack, you can crew with that creature that you stole one of your vehicles, and then it deals damage to itself and dies. So that's the synergy with those things. And you can also steal a creature and then give it haste with Reckless Stormseeker, which is a little synergy, you know. If you steal a creature, usually it doesn't have haste, it has summoning sickness. So there's some synergy there. Okay, yeah, that's the deck. We also have Jegantha available to us, which is pretty nice. Another piece of flood protection and a thing that can crew our vehicles. Sideboard, we're looking at free Rending Volley, amazing sideboard card, great against so many decks in the format. Outland Liberator has some enchantment artifact destruction while also having a creature 2-drop to pressure the opponent with. A 4th Scavenging Ooze for graveyard decks. Fry, just the same Rending Volley but also kills Lyra, Teferi, some things that Rending Volley doesn't hit. Unlicensed Hearse, you know, grave interaction, also a vehicle, synergizes with Akroan War of course, and you know. Clovis, another, it's a difficult to interact with piece of graveyard interaction, but also a clock on the opposing life total. If you bring this in against a control deck, it will clock them, and sometimes you even get up to 7 devotion, but that is rather difficult. 2 Hazoret down here in the sideboard. That's a recent innovation, not a recent innovation, but in testing and trying this archetype, that was one of the later innovations to combat Izzet Phoenix and Rakdos Midrange. Izzet Phoenix is not really a deck in this format, but Rakdos Midrange certainly is, and the Indestructible Hasty God is just an absolute house against that deck. And then last but not least, we have some Embercleaves down here. Embercleave does not synergize with Jegantha, so if you bring an Embercleave, you won't have your companion anymore. But it's so powerful against especially mono-green Devotion that you want to have the card. Having that double strike trample effect on one of your bigger creatures, like your Lovestruck Beast becomes a 6/6 double strike trampler, is gonna end the game very, very quickly. And mono-green Devotion not having any removal, right? They're not playing into action really besides Khan, is just Embercleave gets the job done very quickly, and that's what you have to do against mono green. You have to race them, you have to kill them before they establish Khan and all their crazy synergies. So yeah, and with elves in your deck, you can get Embercleave out pretty fast. Like, where's the deck? I put it up here. You can get Embercleave out pretty fast. You go elf turn 1, then you go 3-drop turn 3, and then on turn... Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, fine. You can't get it out on turn 3 then, which that would be ridiculous, but you can get it out on turn 4 pretty consistently and hit the opponent for a huge chunk of damage, especially with Lovestruck Beast. It's just absolutely nasty. You go like turn 1 elf, then you go turn 2, I don't know, then turn 3 Lovestruck Beast, and then turn 4 Embercleave. Attack with some creatures of yours, and boom. Alright, let's go. Yeah, this hand is reasonable. We got an elf. No free drop, unfortunately. Like a Reckless Stormseeker would be fantastic here. Alright. Likely facing Mono Green Devotion, which is a good matchup to see in action. Alright, now that they are missing land drops, I'm just gonna go ahead and kill off. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Why did I do that? I wanted to kill the elf. Okay, well, we're already starting with a misplay on turn 2. Gosh, alright. That was bad. I don't know why I did that. I guess it wouldn't fundamentally have changed my opponent's turn here. We'll see. They have an Old Growth Troll. They have a Lovestruck Beast. That's pretty good. That is quite good. Some lists play 4 Akroan War to try to beat mono green. But I think Akroan War is sometimes not that good. And it's a bit risky, but yeah, I mean, it helps against mono green a lot. One of the reasons I was actually a bit dismissive on the GRUUL deck was the mono green matchup. Fundamentally, I didn't like that matchup. Yeah, people, I don't know. People were torn about it. They said like, yeah, no, you curve out, you go Stormseeker into Skysovereign, you just beat them. But I feel like the mono green deck has more consistency in their draws than the GRUUL deck does. It always does the same. It's very clean and lean. And the GRUUL deck, things have to go more right for it to have a great draw. And Akroan War, I mean, Akroan War is very good. But it won't, you know, fundamentally change problems like a turn 3 Lovestruck Beast just blocking my entire deck. Stuff like that. To be fair, if that would have been an old growth troll, I could have just bolted it. So Lovestruck Beast, very, very strong out of mono green against these aggressive decks. They attack me. Wow. If I had a Akroan War here, I could do some damage to the Planeswalkers. Hmm. Kind of have to attack with 2 kitties on the Khan. And maybe play Skysovereign and kill the Nykthos. Nissa is also a bit problematic. But I think I have to get the Skysovereign out more than anything. Guess I can also use the Skysovereign to kill the Khan. Stay back for everything. No, it's not unreasonable. I think killing Nykthos, like my opponent has infinite mana. Even if I kill Nykthos, they still have a ton of mana. Yeah. Also a bit problematic that Khan shuts off your vehicles. Okay, that was a beating. Alright. I think Scavenging Ooze is one of my weaker cards. I like the Cleave. And that's pretty much it. I mean, you can just leave a Ooze in the deck. Yeah. Hazoret, I don't think is that good here. Yeah, you lose out on Jegantha, but this matchup's not very grindy. It's a race. You gotta kill them before they do their crazy stuff. That's a turn 2 5/5. That's it. Mutavault, hit them for 8 damage on turn 3. Try it, but I'm not sure if this is a keep. maybe you gotta be a little bit more greedy. You know, like mulliganing an elf into a free drop on turn 3, just playing with fire there. It's already a good start. You have draw steps to find you more stuff. Like that. That's a pretty good card to draw. But yeah, Lovestruck Beast is incredibly good against the stack because you can't really kill it efficiently. Just Akroan War gets rid of it essentially, and it blocks most of my things. I should. No, it doesn't matter that much. You want to play your pathways on green because of Scavenging Ooze, but you do. I do have Embercleave in my deck, so I want to have 2 red out. Okay, nice. That Stormseeker was actually quite important to get my Chariot to be able to attack into this beast. Alright, they concede. Cool. Yeah, I mean, this is what GRUUL does. It just pumps out huge, massive board state and then kills the opponent quickly. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna change anything. Yeah, I mean, it could cut like a Lovestruck Beast, but I like it. It's good with Embercleave. For like a Scavenging Ooze, you know, to have more against Old Growth Troll. But I don't see any card in my deck where I'm like, yeah, I like this less. I like all my cards more than Scavenging Ooze. They're just more impactful. Alright, now we're on a draw, so this is gonna be tough, but we'll see. Okay, we can kill some stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. Lovestruck Beast again. Oh my gosh. Also against humans, Lovestruck is fantastic. It really shores up weaknesses of the mono green deck. Those early game. Yeah, the early game is just a weakness of mono green. So, like now, I kind of have to. I could play a Bonecrusher Giant there, right? Just as a 4/3, but then I play a Beast, and what then? You know, I'm not doing anything. I can attack. Like, I can attack and then bolt it after they block, but that's pretty bad. I wish that land would not be a basic. We could just blow it up. Now they're gonna untap the land and play a Beast and draw a card. Wait, what? That is weird. Really? Oh, they misclicked. They must have misclicked. Oh, that's unfortunate, I guess. Huh. Double Beast. I'm not able to beat this. How am I supposed to beat this? I guess I gotta kill the Kiora. And just pray. I drew another land. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. Now we're gonna lose this one. Oh man. Alright. Yeah, but if I draw like Chariot, I can maybe double block these beasts. Then win the grindy game against mono green. That's my game plan here. Okay, a 5/6 Cavalier is not gonna make things easy on me. Milling a Khan, sure. But I'm certainly a defensive player now. Am I supposed to block a 1/1 here? Probably not. Then Milling Khan is extra dangerous. That means trading with this 5/6 is gonna be a pain. But at some point I have to trade with it. Can't take 5 forever. I do have some chump blockers. This is a game where Scavenging Ooze would actually be pretty nice. They attack me with the Cavalier and the 1/1s. All right. Yeah, the mono green deck is just so much more powerful than my deck. You don't want to be on the back foot against it. I need a Akroan War. I don't know, that might even be too late now. Well. I wonder if I should use my Boseiju to kill the Wolfenhaven? Probably not. They're gonna lose everything they have now. Mutavault. But at the end of it, they will still have that 5/6 Cavalier. Alright. I wish I had some way to deal my Cavalier damage, but I don't.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Okay, so... Guess I just need to draw another Akroan off the top. That ain't it. So I can activate Den and Mutavault, attack the Nissa down with everything. They block Bonecrusher and take exactly 6. Yeah, it's probably better than to just do nothing. Do I deal myself 2 damage? Or do I play the Boseiju? Because I need to play a land untapped here. I don't see myself using the Boseiju anytime soon, so... Okay, if I find an Akroan War, We got a game. If I don't, I believe I'm behind here. One has this Cavalier. I guess I continuously make 1/1s, but they killed the done. Okay. All right. No jump block. So I can trade the Cavalier now, but they get like a Nissa back to the top of their deck, or a Khan. They make another 2/2. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. Oh, what a game, huh? Playing defense against mono green is actually somehow working. I mean, the Akroan War off the top was like at the last minute. And some of my opponent's attacks were a bit weird as well. I could just continuously jump block, honestly. What if I trade? I lose my 5/5. They attack for 6. They block the Mutavault. Take 4, go to 11. But then they have a Nissa, which is gonna kill me. But jump block, I can attack for 9. Put my opponent a bit under trouble. I think I'm actually, I don't know, maybe I feel like I should jump block. Don't want to give them a good draw step. But on the other hand, if they draw like generic creatures, that also might turn the race in their favor. Okay, if I block, I'm basically saying that I have that like if I draw a Skysovereign, I'm gonna win against the Nissa, right? Or a Khan. Like if I draw something powerful next turn, like a Chariot or another Lovestruck Beast, even a Reckless Stormseeker, a Scavenging Ooze, Bonecrusher Giant. Even an Akroan War would be good against Nissa. I assume they get Nissa. Like Khan doesn't seem good enough here. Quite a cool game. They got Lovestruck Beast. Maybe they found Kiora? Maybe Kiora is what they just drew? No, Elvish Mystic. Took Lovestruck Beast. Interesting. Did not expect that. If I attack with Bonecrusher, they're probably gonna double block, right? And then they have Lovestruck Beast killing me. So I'll just not attack with the Bonecrusher. I'm the defense here. Well, I better rather not. I don't want to trade with what they have here. Yeah, this is fine. We can trade those. Play an elf and hope for good top decks. That was a good top deck. I could have attacked with the Bonecrusher, but I don't think they would have blocked at 15 life. Oh wow, am I actually gonna win this? So I could crew with the Skysovereign and just block. Then attack my opponent for 7. That block, take 6, go to 9. It's just better to have the Skysovereign around. Just jump, right? If I block with Bonecrusher there too, then I won't have enough to crew this thing. So that's not an option. I should have attacked with one more creature there. Oopsie, that was a mistake. I missed the damage. Oh, my opponent doesn't... Yeah. I missed the damage for no reason. Actually, I could activate Mutavault, crew. So if I attack with everything, they block Goblin, they die. They have to block my Bonecrusher. And here you see how nice Mutavault is to give me that extra 2 power to crew the vehicle. So if you play Werewolf Pack Leader, you won't have access to as many Mutavaults, and your vehicles will get worse. I can't believe I won this game, guys. That's amazing. I mean, I drew a lot of lands and Elvish Mystics and Woeful Havens in the late game, especially. And the choice of putting Lovestruck Beast on top, maybe Nissa should have been, but I drew Skysovereign, so Nissa would have lost against the Skysovereign too. Yeah, wow, amazing. This was a really interesting game. And definitely feels satisfying to win this one. Oh, is my opponent gonna rope on me? Really? You mad? You mad? Oh gosh. Wasting all of our time. I'll probably just edit this out and see you soon. Hey, we're back. Nice. That was satisfying. Oh gosh. Woo! Okay. Well, I still believe that if you play 1,000 matches of mono green versus GRUUL, mono green is gonna come out superior. But it's, you know, it's not like a windmill slam. Mono green is gonna stomp GRUUL type of thing, so it's reasonable to play GRUUL in this meta game. Sometimes you're gonna win against mono green, sometimes you're gonna lose, right? More often than not, you're gonna lose. But then GRUUL is a very strong deck, very proactive, very powerful. It's gonna beat up on a lot of decks in the meta game that are not mono green. Okay. Yeah, I think this is just Elvish Mystic to the bottom. I could also bottom Skysovereign. Because if my Elvish Mystic dies, my hand is kind of bad. It's the safe line. If I bottom Scavenging Ooze, I can Jegantha turn 2 to my hand. This is just a powerful hand. I like the power that this hand holds. Just don't fatal push my elf, please. Okay. Well, that is better than Jegantha in my hand, I believe. On the board. Is it? Is it actually? They haven't killed my elf now. But like the problem is if they have Bonecrusher in hand, I gotta give them something, right? And if I return Jegantha here, then they kill my Mystic, then I don't have a play next turn. That'd be pretty devastating. So I think it's just safest to play the second Mystic there. Okay. Well, now I'm gonna play a Skysovereign. Yeah, this is... Skysovereign is just a ludicrous card. Especially against Rakdos. I don't even know if ludicrous is the right word to describe whatever just happened, but it's okay. Ludicrous, I don't even know what that means exactly. I should just Google it real quick. Just means, you know, crazy, sick, right? Ludicrous, okay, it doesn't quite mean... Yeah, okay, it sort of means what I'm saying. Okay, no, it fits. Okay, fine. We're playing against Reckless Sacrifice, huh? Okie dokie. Well, do we need this Boseiju? Maybe we do. Let's pretend we do. Oh, they just give up. That's fair. I mean, that's fair. Okay, so Liberator is good against Embercleave is quite good. Yeah, I gotta have Embercleave in this matchup, right? Akroan War seems not so good. Embercleave and Liberator. Scavenging Ooze seems fine, but they can of course always claim the Firstborn or Fatal Push it, and then do things with the Witch's Oven Cat Familiar. So it's like not the most reliable thing to interact with the graveyard. And Unlicensed Hearse is similar because I can always have it up, but then they can try to play around it with cat, especially if they have multiple food tokens. I can't really ever get the cat. Hazoret is almost impossible to kill, but it just gets chomped by the cat. Alright, let's go with this. Yeah, Embercleave seems very good here. Bit slow, but it's a keep. Yeah, that is a very nice draw here. No braid. Puts in the tank for some reason. Get the Mayhem Devil. Yeah. I mean, what's more important, Stormseeker or Killing Devil? If they don't have anything really impressive to use the Devil with, I could see playing Stormseeker and just attacking, then playing Chariot, just attacking, you know. They already have a chump blocker too, so... probably just, when you're in doubt, just kill the Devil, honestly. They also seem to be light on black lands, obviously. Otherwise they wouldn't take pain. So we already know what they don't have in hand. They don't have black land in hand. It's like not Sulphur Springs. So the hand has to be either red lands or just spells, obviously. So, and if they have more spells in hand, then that means the Devil could be more dangerous, right? On average. Okay, that's what they were thinking about. They were thinking about playing Fable or Devil. I mean, I always play Fable, but I guess they were not sure about that. I think I'll just destroy this Fable, even though it's a bit of a... Yeah, you know, like, it never feels good, but in this situation, with multiple Chariots in my hand, I like playing that grindy game in that way to, you know, just prevent them from drawing cards. Later on, the Kiki will be a problem anyways, because this game is going to continue until then. So just get rid of it now when I have that mana. Yeah, I'm just gonna double block this. Interesting. We actually just go with the Stormseeker. Through the Chariot. They have a Braid? Kodoran's command? A Braid, okay. Do I even want to trade? My 1/1 for their witness? Don't think so. I like the 1/1 because it makes my Embercleave cheaper. If I draw land next turn, I could theoretically go Chariot, land, Crew Chariot, and would give haste and then Embercleave for 2 mana. But hey, that's not a possibility anymore. They're down to 2 cards, so grindy game I'm looking good at. Skysovereign, alright. Sure, why not? Get the Skysovereign out, then Chariot, then Beast. And I guess with Chariot I have Embercleave next turn pretty easily. Yeah, I could have played this differently too. More Witness, alright. Skysovereign on the battlefield is just so good, right? They can't really deploy Devil as long as they have it. It's gonna hit them for a bunch in the air. I'm at 15. Yeah. Technically, I have 14 damage in the air next turn with Embercleave. They have a food token. And of course, very unlikely that I will go for that line because it's just so risky against the removal. More Fable, okay. I mean, I could technically play Beast, Stomping Ground untapped, attack with all my creatures. Then I can deploy Embercleave. But if I mean, they have removed for the Skysovereign, I'd much rather have the Chariot on the battlefield, right? Than the Beast. I mean, it's not a big deal. I think I'll win pretty much no matter what. If my Skysovereign gets to attack this turn. I cannot envision a game where I'm not winning if my Skysovereign survives. And if it doesn't survive, I want to go with the best possible play, which is this play that I'm doing right now. Alright, it does survive. Which, okay, means that we probably would have had lethal with the Embercleave, but, you know, I just cannot imagine that I would ever lose this game. And no, we wouldn't have lethal because they can gain life with the food. So they would go down to like 2 life. Okay, yeah, Fatal Push ain't gonna cut it. Claim and Forgotten Gods. This GRUUL deck is very hard to interact with. Sure, there's like Fatal Push is good against the elves, but then it's not so good against Skysovereign and the bigger creatures. The vehicles are hard to interact with compared to some of the creatures. I tapped the wrong... Gosh. Arena! Why do you do this to me? I was a bit hasty there. And I might get punished by not winning this game now. On the spot. Although, if I play Beast and they have removal for Skysovereign, I guess I only have 3 creatures to attack with, and I wouldn't actually be able to play Embercleave for 2 mana. It would cost 3. So maybe it's all fine how it worked out. I mean, I don't know what they're thinking about, but it just seems like an obvious destroy Skysovereign line. Maybe they have Kodoyan's command, they're thinking about what to do else. Let's see. Yeah, makes sense. Actually, if they wouldn't have had Kodoyan's command, I could have crewed the Chariot attack. Crew the Skysovereign attack, and then if they kill... Oh, damn, look at that. That was pretty strong. And then if they kill my Skysovereign, I can crew with the Skysovereign the Chariot that was uncrewed, and then I will still have 4 attackers. But because they had Fatal Push and Kodoyan's command, obviously I would never get to do what I wanted to do there. Yikes. Okay. Actually, am I losing now? Yikes, I might be losing now. Wow, my opponent really made a comeback there. Crazy. Okay, so they can shoot 3 things right now. Sack, and sack one of their creatures. I guess they can technically shoot 4 times. So they can shoot... If they're gonna shoot my elf, I assume. Let's go to combat. Interesting. They're gonna shoot a cat and my elf. So if I use this and activate my Lair of the Hydra, then they can kill the Lair of the Hydra by sacking the reflection of Kiki-Jiki. And then I can still attack with both my creatures, and I will still have enough 4 mana to play Embercleave. And I assume they're just dead here because they won't kill the Lair of the Hydra here for the Kiki, I believe. They will just try to chump block the Lovestruck Beast and then sack the Kiki, kill my cat. And when that happens, I'm gonna Embercleave them to death. They're thinking about it. But I have Embercleave lethal anyways. No, not necessarily actually. Don't have lethal. Because if they block my 2/2 cat, then I can't. Yeah, but if they block my 2/2 cat, it's gonna be really good for me. But they do that? Why? Okay. No, yeah, I mean, this is fine. This is all totally fine by me. What now? You want to sack your devil? No. Alright, now you're just dead. Close in the end. Very close in the end. I needed everything I had. Whew. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, wow. That was intense. But yeah, you really see the reason why Embercleave is in the deck. Well, Embercleave is a double-edged sword against something like Rakdos Sacrifice too, because they can just go Abrade, Kuran's Command, Fatal Push, Bedevil, whatever they have, kill all your guys, and in the end you don't have anything to put the Embercleave on. Yeah, this hand is absolutely reasonable. Elf, 2 lands, perfect. Not perfect, but, you know, very happy to keep. Mono red. Two cards left. So I can Bonecrusher one of the 2/2s. Or I can Obliterating Bolt a Soulscar Mage. I think I'm just gonna kill off one of those 2/2s. I like to keep the Obliterating Bolt for something more dangerous. Like an Annex, a Rampaging Ferocidon, a Torbran. The 2/3 Soulscar is like, it's a decent creature. No, I kill that, I guess. It's a 4/4 first striker, you know. Main deck Chain Whirler, it makes sense against all these mono green devotion decks, I guess. Killing off all the elves. So I go to 15. Kill off that. Now I'm kinda in the need of a land, huh? By the way, you can see it, but I have a Jegantha down here, which I haven't returned to my hand yet. It was never necessary. Yikes, come on, my opponent has a very, very strong draw. Triple 1-drop into empty my hand on turn 4. I go to 9. I really need to draw a land here. Yeah, that's GG. I needed a land there. My opponent had an incredible draw, was on the play. And me missing a beat is the nail in the coffin. Goblin Chain Whirler was very good. At 8. Go to 6. Oh no, they have Play Fire. Spike Fear has it. Why did I shoot that? That wasn't necessary. They could have shot my face. Okay. Actually, was I meant to Akroan War there? Oopsie. I played a bit fast. It's like Chariot. Maybe I was meant to Akroan War, huh? Probably. Yeah. They can activate Den of the Bugbear and just kill me. I guess if I have a Akroan War, I'd probably die no matter what. I also die against Lightning Strike if I have a Akroan War. Like, yeah, it doesn't, like, it wouldn't have changed anything. Okie dokie. So this seems like a burn-heavy mono-red list, low to the ground. I would assume they don't have Annex. I would assume they don't have Torbran. I would assume they don't have Embercleave from what I've seen. It's just lots of burn, cheap creatures, and then top it off with Chain Whirler and Chandra. That looks to be the thing. So meta call, it's quite good against the elves in the format right now. But yeah, I don't think I can afford to just cut 8 elves from my deck. There's 2 essential. And having an elf on turn 1 will mean that you, before the Chain Whirler comes down, will have it used already twice, at least when you're on the play, right? So it's when you used an elf twice for mana, it already like paid for itself. And if they don't have Chain Whirler, then you're golden. Yeah, I mean, my Bane deck looks pretty alright. I don't think I'm going to make any changes. Clovis as a life gain source is just way too slow. My deck is actually pretty good against Mono Red, I would say. Lovestruck Beast is incredible. And, you know, Chariot is really good too, just green stuff. Yeah, his hand's not going to cut it though. Alright. I think I put this one away. I don't really... I'm more the controlling player in this matchup. Swifty. Yeah, this seems like a low to the ground burn heavy version of Mono Red. Eidolon. Well, we can play this game. You can have an Eidolon out if you want. We're both gonna lose a lot of life. Yep. Wow. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. Burning Hands. That was not a card I had on my mind when I played that Lovestruck Beast. It's more reasonable to kill the thing, the Eidolon, if I know they have Burning Hands. It makes sense. Another good card against green. What? Block, I guess? What is this? Burn my face? Okay. My opponent has a den over there. Okay. No, my opponent's red deck is just firing on all cylinders. It looks pretty strong, actually, what they're doing. Maybe I should try red in this format, huh? I mean, I don't know. They had an incredible draw in both games. So it's a bit hard to tell, but... yeah, that was impressive. Damn. Yeah, maybe I should try that deck. Holy cow, that looked very impressive. Okay, well, we're ending the video on a loss. That is okay, though. I think I showcased pretty much how powerful this deck is. And you can imagine, right? Like, Llanowar Elves into Stormseeker, into Chariot, into Skysovereign. It's just completely egregious. And that is one of the reasons why this deck is good, because it has that incredible nut draw. Yeah. Mono Green Devotion, a little bit of a tough matchup, maybe like 40-60, depending on your list, maybe a bit better. If you have 4 Akroan War, you can improve that matchup. And yeah, all the other matchups, so sort of even close-ish. I mean, Mono Red I would classify as a good matchup, but that didn't feel very good. I don't know, it's hard to tell sometimes when you, again, draw less good than your opponent. My draw was very good, I felt like. Didn't have Chariot or Skysovereign, I guess. Those are pretty important. Well, anyhow, GRUUL vehicles, very strong, powerful, proactive, smash, smash, smash. If you're into this stuff, I don't think it's quite tier 1. It's more like tier 1.7, tier 2-ish, sort of like in that range, trying to become tier 1. I don't think it's quite there yet, but it's quite popular on the ladder, and maybe helpful for you to see my list and get my opinion on the deck, especially if you like it, if you enjoy playing it. Alright, that's it though for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.